Welcome back to the Mountain Man Medical YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out. In today's video, we're going to talk about nasal pharyngeal airways and my favorite one and why you should care about them. So hang out, we're going to talk about that next. What? Oh, yeah, this is my amputation knife in case I need to, amputate. All right, guys, so today we're going to be talking about nasal pharyngeal airways, and I don't know what I did with the one that's out of the package. Let me grab that because I don't want to open this up. All right, so we're going to be talking about nasal pharyngeal airways, and this is what it looks like. It's just a soft piece of rubber, squishy. It's got a bevel at one end to help insertion, and it's got a little trumpet here, and that trumpet will look a little bit different depending on the style that you get. But essentially what this is it allows air to enter into and out of the casualty and help to keep them and their airway open and working. When a patient is unconscious, they're not able to protect their own airway, especially when they're lying on their back. Their tongue can fall to the back of their throat and close up their airway or occlude the airway, right? We don't want that because we want the casualty to be able to breathe in and out. So we want to make sure that we can keep that airway open if we can. And this is a great way to do that. Now, one of the things that I see in a lot of the trauma kits that I get a chance to take a look at, especially some of those big box ones that you can buy on Amazon and that kind of thing, you'll find OPAs or oral pharyngeal airways. And I see those in all of the trauma kits, and I don't really understand why they're there. OPAs are an important tool for use in the medical field, but if you don't know how to use them, then you're not going to do a whole lot of good. They take a significant amount of training. This is just a soft piece of rubber, so you're not going to hurt your casualty any more than they've already been hurt. If they wake up and they have one of these in, they can just reach up and pull it out and it's no big deal. It's just a soft piece of rubber. But when you're dealing with an OPA, that's a much different story. So for the first responder, an NPA is probably going to be a lot better for you. If you know how to use an OPA and you've been trained in how to do it and you are a medical provider, then go ahead, do whatever you need to do. But this is probably going to work better for you in pretty much all circumstances. Now, one of the things that I was trained when I was in the military was how to keep that tongue up and out of the way of the casualty to keep them breathing. And what you do, and I'm not advocating this, don't be trying to do this on your own. I'm just saying this is what I was told back in the day. The way that you take care of a casualty, you don't have an NPA and you're worried about their tongue occluding their airway, you can take a safety pin, stick it through their tongue, clip it to the top of their top lip, and that will keep the tongue up and out of the way. Kind of a brutal process, but that casualty doesn't really know any better. They're unconscious, and it's more important for them to get air in and out of their body so that they can recover from their injuries. They wake up, they're just a little tongue-tied. You unclip it, they're going to be just fine. So don't worry about that. Don't be trying to do that to other people. I'm just saying that's how I was trained to do it. And this is a much more efficient and a much better way of trying to take care of that. So what makes this a better product than all of the other NPAs that are out there on the market? And the main reason is because this is self-lubricated. It's already lubricated in the package. I don't know why more companies aren't doing that. It seems like a pretty simple thing to do, but most of the time what you'll get is just the rubber piece with no lubrication, or it might have a little packet of lube in it, but most of the time it doesn't. It's just a dry NPA and that's all you've got. So a lot of times what medics would do is tape a packet of lube to the outside of their NPA so that they have it ready and available so that they can insert this NPA nice and smoothly and easily. Now, if you have the other type of NPA, the one that isn't pre-lubricated, and you don't have your lube on you and you need to insert this, one of the things that you can do is use the casualty's saliva, blood, or anything else that you can use to help insert this NPA nice and smoothly and easily. You want to make sure that it's water soluble so that it doesn't degrade the material or injure the casualty, so don't be using anything like motor oil or anything crazy like that. But if you want to completely avoid that situation altogether, then I highly suggest this nasal pharyngeal airway as your best bet for keeping this in your trauma kit and ready to go. This is the best NPA out there on the market. I'm not aware of another company that sells these pre-lubricated. So if this is something that you want, we sell these on the mountainmanmedical.com website. I would recommend having this in every trauma kit that you have, just in case you might need it. Make sure you learn how to use it. Watch that video on how to insert it that I already did, and that'll help you to use this more efficiently and to save somebody's life. Keep their airway open, keep oxygen entering and exiting the body so that the casualty can stay alive, save a life. Easy day. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Thanks for hanging out and checking out this video on nasal pharyngeal airways. Let me know down in the comments down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Don't forget to hit a like and subscribe. That's a free way to support me and the channel. If you like what I'm doing, that's an easy way to do it. Head over to the mountainmanmedical.com website and check out our Yellowstone and Tracker trauma kits. Be ready for whatever the mountain throws at you. I'll catch you guys in the next one.